Shalom, it's Izzy, your Hebrew teacher here, and this is Hebrew Chapters with Holy Language Institute. Read with me through Genesis chapter 15 in Hebrew, beginning in Genesis 15, verse 1. Achal, after, ha-devarim. The verb here is actually devar, and it means to speak. However, as a noun, the word devar can mean something that is spoken like a word, or it can mean a thing in general. So devar is a thing in general. So here we have ha-devarim, the things, ha-ele, the these. We would say after these things. Haya, there was. Deval, there's that word, deval. Here does it mean thing or word? As you can see here, actually, it's in the construct form. Therefore, it's the devar of. And then here we have the name of God, spelled in Hebrew, Yod He Vav He. Most scholars believe God's name was originally pronounced Yahweh. For the last couple thousand years, Jewish people have been saying Adonai, which means my master or Lord, instead of saying God's holy name. I'll be following that tradition in these Hebrew chapters studies. So what was devar, the word of Adonai? You can see here that word makes better sense than thing. Otherwise, it would say the thing of Adonai was El to Avram, Abram, as we would say in English. Ba machazeh. What's a machazeh? Well, the verb there is to Hazah. And in different places in the scriptures, it's translated as behold, envision, prophesy, gaze, look, or see. That's how Hazah is translated throughout the Hebrew scriptures. Interestingly enough, this word here is machazeh, which has the sense of a vision. However, if you change the vowel pointing, but leave the actual letters the same, it spells mechezah, which means a window. So that's interesting. The Hebrew word for a window is a mechezah. The Hebrew word for a vision is machazeh, and they're spelled the same. One interesting way this word turns up from the root chazah is in Franz Delitzsch's translation of the New Testament, the writings of Yeshua's apostles. In the last book, in English we call it the Revelation to John, or the Revelation of Jesus Christ, or something like that. In Hebrew, Franz Delitzsch translates that as the chazon of Yeshua the Messiah, which is similar, it's a related word to this here, machazeh. So in Hebrew, the book of Revelation is called Chazon Yochanan, the vision of John, essentially. So anyway, that's how the word of Adonai came to Abram. Lemol, verb there is amal, to say. Lemol, to say. It's like basically quotation marks in Hebrew. All, don't. Tira, verb there is yara, to fear. All tira, do not fear. Avram. Anochi. Now, ani is I or me. Anochi is slightly more emphatic, like I myself. Magen, am a shield. You may be familiar with this phrase if you've heard the Hebrew name for the Star of David is actually the Magen David, the shield of David. Lech, to you. Schalcha, sechal in Hebrew is a reward or payment or wages. So schalcha, your sechal, reward. Halbei is great or much. Me'od, very. Vayomer, and Amad said, Avram, Adonai. Now, you remember a couple of minutes ago I mentioned to you that Jewish people traditionally have avoided pronouncing the name of God and have said Adonai, which means my master or Lord, instead. Here we actually have this title being used by Abram as he addresses God. So it is a good title. It's something that you can call him. Here he says Adonai, my master or my Lord, and then he uses the name of God here. So if you were to read that in Hebrew with the tradition, it would be Adonai, Adonai. Ma, what titen, verb there is natan, to give, so ma titen, what will you give, li, to me. Va'anochi, and I myself, holech, verb halach is to walk. Holech, I am walking or going. Ariri, this word is translated as childless. The verb there, arar, literally means to be stripped or undressed, or in reference to a city completely razed, as in R-A-Z, as we Canadians would say, or Z, as the rest of the world would say, E-D, completely razed. So he says, I am childless. Uven, and ben, son, Meshech. Now this word is only used here actually, and it basically means like my heir in context. Your ben Meshech is your heir. Beiti, of my bait, house, who, he is Damesek, so someone from the city of Damascus, as we would say in English. Eliezer, Vayomer, and said, Avram, hen, behold, li, to me, lo, the negative, natata. Remember natan, to give, lo natata, you have not given, zara. Zara literally is seed. It's used in reference to children, progeny, offspring, descendants. V'hinei, and behold, ven, a son, beiti, of my bait, house, yoresh, is inheriting. This is a fascinating verb actually, yarash. In different places in the Hebrew scriptures, this is how it's translated. Possess or take over or occupy, inherit or receive, as it's used here, seize or supplant, dispossess or drive out or expel, and impoverish or impoverished or become poor. So here it has the sense of inheriting. A son born in my house, a son of my household, yoresh, is inheriting oti, me. V'hinei, and behold, deval, remember that can be with the word of or thing of, Adonai, elav, to him, lemol, to say, lo, the negative, yarashcha. There's that verb again, to inherit, yarash. So lo yarashcha, he will not inherit, zeh, in other words, this one will not inherit you. Ki im, but rather, asher, who, yetzei, will yatsa, will go forth, emerge, meyecha, from your meyeh. Now this is another fascinating word in terms of how it's translated in different contexts throughout the Hebrew scriptures. I will tell you the different words that are used in English to translate this word meyeh. Abdomen or bowels or stomach or womb or inward parts or body, feelings or heart or soul or spirit or within, and children or offspring or own. All of those English words are used in different places to translate this one Hebrew word, meyeh. So he says, but rather, someone who is to emerge, memeyecha, from your body, let's say. Who? He, yirashecha. He will yarash you, inherit you, so to speak. Vayotze, verb yatsa, to go out. Vayotze, and he caused him to go out. He brought oto, him out. Ha chutza, so to the chutz, to the outside. Vayomer, and he said, habet. Verb is nabat. Nun is a weak letter, so it's dropped in the imperative form, him telling him something, and he says, habet. This verb means to look, to gaze, to look intently in that manner. Na, please. Ha shemaima, so towards the shemaim, the skies or heavens. On the end there indicates direction towards them.
Thanks for watching this trailer. To get this whole talk in audio or video format, go to holylanguage.com and subscribe. I'll see you there.